Hey everyone, welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. So today we have a drag build and tune for the 2011 Bugatti Veyron Supersport. So first we'll be looking at how fast it is at the drag strips, as well as take it into the Festal drag strip race. Then we'll be going into the menu to upgrade and tune the car. So if you enjoy the video or find it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, so first off we'll be looking at how fast the 2011 Bugatti Veyron Supersport is. So if we line up at the drag strip here, you want to be launching this car from just over 4,000 RPM. If you're in manual, just drop it there. Bit of wheel spin, but it jumps up over 100 k's an hour super fast. Up into 5th gear, hold this to the speed trap, and we got a speed of 338 kilometers an hour. Alright, so now we'll be taking our Bugatti Veyron into the Festal drag strip race, so that you can see how fast it is against other cars, as well as getting a time by the end. So launch here and see a little bit of wheel spin, but straight up into 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and then hold 5th for a while. We're currently 2nd place, being beaten by an AMG Project 1. 6th gear came in that race in 2nd, and we got a time of 13.8 seconds. Alright, so now that we've seen how fast the 2011 Bugatti Veyron Supersport is, we'll now take it into the festival and I'll show you how to upgrade and tune it. Alright, so we want to take our 2011 Bugatti Veyron into the upgrades and tuning and then custom upgrade menu here first. Then if we come over to the tyres and rims, first off we'll be putting the drag tyre compound on the car, as well as making the front and rear tyres as wide as possible. Then if we come over to the rim style, you can swap out for whatever rim you want, as long as it is lighter than the stock ones, just like these Volk Racing T37s here. So out of the rim style, we're also going to add spacers to the front and rear of the car, just to help with handling ever so slightly. So you can come out of tyres and rims, now over to the drivetrain. So in here we'll be putting in the race clutch, then the race transmission, race driveline, and then the race differential, which it already has installed anyway. So you can come out of drivetrain, now into the platform and handling. So in here we'll be putting in the off-road or rally springs and dampeners, then the race front and rear anti-roll bars, and then the race weight reduction. So you can come out of the platform and handling, now over to the engine. So in here we'll just max everything out. So race intake, race fuel system, race ignition, race exhaust, race cams and valves, race pistons and compression, race twin turbos, race intercooler, race oil and cooling, and finally the race flywheel. So that's it as far as upgrades go for the 2011 Bugatti Veyron Supersport, so you can go ahead and apply all of these. Alright, so now that we've upgraded our Veyron, we can now come over to the custom tuning menu over here. So first off, I'll show you the metric tune, and then I'll show you the differences for the imperial tune, and I'll leave the tune code on screen now. So for your front and rear tyre pressures, we're going to bring these down to 1.0 bar in the front, same for the rear. Now if we come over to the gearing tab next, we're going to set our final drive all the way down to 2.28. Then first gear, we're going to set this to 4.40, so you need to come a fair way up to there. Second will be set to 2.85, come up to there. Then third gear, we'll be setting this to 2.00, like that. Fourth will be set to 1.53. Fifth will be set to 1.19. Sixth to 0.98. And you can leave seventh gear at 0.78. So now we can come over to the alignment tab next. We're going to set our front and rear camber angles to 0 degrees, then the front caster angle up to 7 degrees. Now if we come over to the anti-roll bars, we're going to stiffen these up as much as possible. So you want to go with 65.00 in the front, and then the same for the rear. Now if we come over to the springs tab, we're going to set our front springs here up to 71.0, and then the rear springs, we're going to set these to 81.3. This come a little way up to there. So next is the ride heights. We're going to leave the front ones as is, but then the rear ones, we're going to bring these down to 8.1. Now if we come over to the dampening tab, we're going to set our front rebound stiffness here down to 3.1. Then the rear rebound stiffness, we're going to bring this down to 4.2. Now if we come down to the front bump stiffness, we're going to bring this up to 8.5, just like that. And the rear, we'll bring this up to 10.3. So now we can come over to the differential tab at the end. So your front acceleration here, we're going to bring this up to 90%, just like that. The rear acceleration, we'll set this to 95%. And then the center balance, we're going to bring this down slightly to 75%. So that's it as far as the tuning goes for the metric tune. So now I'll show you the differences for the imperial tune. Alright, so as far as differences go for the imperial tune is you want 15 PSI in both the front and the rear tires. Then if we come over to the springs tab in the middle here, you want to set your front springs to 397.5 and your rear springs down to 455.5. The ride heights will be 4.7 inches in the front and 3.2 inches in the rear. So that's it as far as the differences go for the imperial tune, so you can go ahead and apply all of these. Alright everyone, so this has been a drag build and tune for the 2011 Bugatti Veyron Supersport. So if you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.